It is a well-known fact that the Earth is being polluted, that the Earth's atmosphere is beginning to heat up and pollution is becoming a bigger problem with each passing year. And even though the accumulation of trash is inevitable, it is beginning to affect the ecosystem in new ways, and the U.S. should be more effective in the way it handles its trash. According to the EPA, there are multiple ways than cities to pollute the earth. The amount of livestock in the U.S. is great. The EPA Environmental Protection Agency reports that 39% of the pollution came from livestock alone. Other methods of pollution include extraction of minerals and obvious industrial pollution. How the U.S. responded was by making landfills and even dumping waste into the ocean. According to the University of Utah, the U.S. makes up only 5% of the population, but they make up 30% of the Earth's waste. In total, population in its entirety consisted of 4 billion tons of waste each year. If we look at more trash-efficient countries like Sweden, it becomes clear what a modern society can do and what science can do. Over 99% of Sweden's trash never sees a landfill. 50% of the trash gets recycled, and 49% of it goes through a process called WTE, which is waste to energy. By incinerating the waste, they produce not only space, but energy for the country itself. The Swedish have become so good at this that they have begun to import waste from other countries. It stands to reason that this is a far better alternative than dumping in the oceans and filling up landfills. If the amount of waste is not properly taken care of, pollution in the atmosphere can also mean the pollution in the ocean. According to NOAA, a government website research center, the ocean naturally absorbs CO2 in the atmosphere, resulting in a rise in acidity in the ocean and CO2 concentration levels. Since the Industrial Revolution, ocean acidity has increased by 30%, and if things don't change, its projection is that the ocean will be 150% more acidic than it was since, I don't know, and this hasn't been seen in 20 million years. This process is called ocean acidification, and this will disrupt the ocean and its life. And most of the oxygen that comes from the earth doesn't come, a lot of it does come from forests, but a lot of it also comes from the ocean. And this is kind of weird because we are knowingly making the ocean into acid, and there few countries like Sweden and fewer countries in Europe are the ones really contributing to stopping this, but the U.S. being one of its major contributions of waste doesn't do much. The food chain will not only be destroyed, but that will also ultimately lead to the end of life in the earth as we know it. As one of the major contributions of waste, the U.S. should stand up and take more responsibility in its waste.